Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for coming to spend some time with me today. Today I thought I would talk about the 10 resolutions that I have made for 2019 in relation to health, lifestyle and beauty. And just things that I really want to focus on. And I did talk a little bit earlier in the middle of last year about habits that I wanted to include in my lifestyle, and some of them I didn't really manage to do. So I have had a good think, and I have come up with 10 that I want to really prioritize in the new year, and not just in the new year but throughout the new year, because I think everybody makes resolutions, or lots of people do make resolutions, and I think at the beginning of January we're all gung-ho and, you know, new year, new me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do the other. And sometimes we set too many, we set the goals too high, and maybe by the end of January, February, we've kind of given up or forgotten. So, excuse me, I just wanted to make resolutions that I really want to prioritize, and I think that I'll be able to stick to. So, for beauty, there are things like, I talk about masks occasionally, but I don't mask on a regular basis. I do use my masks, but I don't mask on a regular basis. And I'm talking about, I should be masking, if not daily, at least 3 times a week. And there are some masks that you can use daily, and some that are recommended for 2 or 3 times a week. But if you vary your masks, you probably would end up using a separate mask on different, sorry, let me rephrase that. You might be using 3 masks, but throughout the week you're using each one, and on different days, so you're probably covering the 7 days. So that's one of my resolutions, is to mask more regularly, because my skin really does feel the benefit of it, and it shows as well in my skin. And even in the last couple of days I've made an effort to use my masks, and I can, even in the couple of days, I can see a difference. So I've been using the Andalou Naturals Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. That is fantastic. It really, really is. Brightens the skin. You can see, it kind of gives me a tightened feeling as well, but not a dry feeling, like as if my skin is toned. So I really love that, and I'm really determined to continue using that, to see the what's the word? The benefits that build up. And this morning actually I pulled out a mask that I haven't used in a while, and it's the Pixie Oxygen Mask, and you leave it on, it's 2 minutes, you just pop it on and you leave it on for 2 minutes and rinse it off. They recommend it for use before maybe a special day, or you can use it under, you know, before you put your makeup on. So I'm going to try and use that on a weekly basis. And the other thing is, if I don't use my masks, they're going to go out of date, so, you know, it's a waste of money. So I'm going to mask more regularly. The other thing that I'm not great at doing, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm not very good at washing my brushes regularly. I do wash them, but I need to wash them more regularly. And I don't use all my brushes every day, so some of them don't need to be washed as often, but the ones that I use every day, I need to wash them on a weekly basis, and I don't always wash them on a weekly basis. So that's my next resolution, because I think, you know, even for the finished look of my makeup, if the brushes are nice and clean and fresh, my makeup is going to look better, and also it's going to be better for my skin. So that's another one. I really need to stick to that. One of the things that I want to do, and it kind of ties in with another one that I'll be mentioning towards the end of the video, is I want to do more at-home spa evenings, because I love that way to relax. I love, like I say, it ties in with the masks as well, but to take an evening, just even an hour, where I set aside that hour and I say, right, I'm going to have a bath or a nice long shower. If I'm having a bath, I'm going to light the candles, I'm going to put in some nice bath oils or some essential oils, have my body scrub and my lotion, and all of the things that make you feel relaxed and make you feel good about yourself. And it's not, excuse me, to me that's not about vanity. To me that's investing time in myself, so that I recharge my batteries, and then I'm more relaxed and I'm better able to face the next day. I'm better able to face the rest of the week, because let's face it, life is busy. We're all juggling many things, and, you know, work, home, children, whatever, and life can be overwhelming. So to take time to invest in myself is a very important thing, and I can hear my son calling me. Anyway, so that's the at-home spa evenings. I have been doing the 5-2 diet, as you know. I've been doing that since July, and I need to make a video about that because I've had fantastic results from it. But I have been eating more healthily, but I really need to streamline that even more. So I'm going to focus more on my vegetables, my fruits, and healthy proteins. And I have been cutting down. I love chocolate. I really love, that's my downfall. And I really want to even reduce that even more. So to eat more healthily, and to include in that drinking more water, because I think I'm one of nature's camels. I don't seem to get thirsty, and I need to remind myself. I have an app on my phone, which I think I mentioned before, and it's the MyFitnessPal. I think there's a part on that you can actually remind yourself to drink water. That's how bad I am. So I'm going to do that, and if it involves for me buying myself a nice pretty glass and I leave it out by the sink or by the kettle, because I don't necessarily like cold water. I like actually warm boiled water, cool boiled water with a little slice of lemon, that if I can do that, that will encourage me to drink more water. So if you or if you're challenged in the same way as I am, maybe that would be something that might help you out as well. Along with the healthy eating and the drinking more water, I have not been exercising this year really very much because I injured my foot, and I spoke about this in other videos, but if you haven't watched me before, I damaged my the plantar ligament at the base of my foot. It's called plantar fasciitis. It's not a serious thing at all. It's just the ligament is damaged, but it's very painful, and I had to attend a physiotherapist and do exercises to let it recover, and I wasn't allowed to do anything that involved stress or strain on my foot. Now I could walk normally, but no, even walking my dog became an issue. So I'm now at a stage where I can do those things again, and I recently purchased a really good pair of walking trainers. They're the brand Asics, and they have really good support in the instep for my arches, and really good heel support. So I'm intending that I spent a lot of money on them, and I am intending to, I got them in a sale though, I'm intending to get good use out of those and get my fitness levels back to where they should be, because I used to walk a lot until I injured my foot, and then I had to stop. So that's another focus for me. One thing I'm really, really bad at doing is going to sleep early. I'm a night bird. I could stay up till all hours, but then I find it difficult to get up in the mornings. And over the Christmas period, I think, well, my body definitely goes into what I call the Christmas body clock, where I'm up late watching Netflix with my husband, or a movie, or chatting, or whatever. And then I sleep late in the morning because there's no pressure to get up. This is Saturday, the 5th of January, I'm filming. Monday morning, my kids are back to school, and we have to be up early. So it's going to be a shock to the system. So I need to get to sleep earlier at night. That is a definite. I need to be in bed and relaxing and reading my books, and that ties in with another resolution that I'm going to come to in a second. I am guilty of possibly not looking after my hands as much as I should, and definitely my feet, and I'd say a lot of us are in the same boat. I need to focus more on taking care of my hands, because I have an age spot. I have other little spots. They're like freckles really, but I suppose they really technically would be called age spots, and I need to focus on exfoliation and nourishing my hands with really good hand cream, and doing regular at-home manicures, and the same thing with my feet, to look after them really, really well, to exfoliate, and to do regular pedicures at home. So that's another one, and that ties in with that whole self-care, spending time on yourself and not feeling guilty about it. And if manicures or pedicures or at-home spas are not what relaxes you, you find something that is just investing time in yourself. Another thing I'm not good at doing is planning out what I'm going to wear. I wake up in the morning and I pull on, it's like a uniform for me, I pull on my black jeans or my navy jeans. At the moment it's usually a pair of booties, either black ones or tan, and I have a few different coloured long sleeve tees, and I pull those on in the morning because I don't have to think about them. But what I want to do now, and then I end up wearing that through the day, unless I'm going to meet a friend or something, then I will change. But if I'm just running to the grocery store or just doing school runs and housework and cooking and all of that, I generally won't change from that. So to me, it's like a uniform, but it doesn't necessarily make me feel like I'm at my best. So I'm going to try my best to plan my outfits the night before, and it's very simple. I have those velvet, what are they, the flocked hangers that have the little hook that you can hook another hanger on the top. So I can pick out whether it's a skirt or jeans or trousers, the top or the shirt or the jumper or whatever, or the skirt, anything, and just leave it out, and leave it out with maybe what earrings I'm going to wear, leave those out on my table, or a necklace, because again, I rarely change my earrings. I pick the same jewellery practically every day. So I want, again, it's to do with investing time in myself so that I feel good about myself. I don't mean that in a selfish, vain way. It's just so that it's just taking care. It's self-care. Yes, this ties in with a lot of them actually. It's to make sure to do something for myself mindfully every day. So if it's even just to sit down at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee and a magazine, or just a cup of coffee and the radio on, or a nice piece of music, just to sit there even for 5 or 10 minutes and do it mindfully, to really taste the coffee or the tea, to really, take in whether the sun is shining, or the sound of the rain, or the wind, or what stage of the year the buds, the flowers coming out in the garden, or sit out with a warm coat and sit in the fresh air and listen to the birds. Just whether it's that, or it's taking time to look at a magazine or to read a book or whatever, but that I'm going to do it mindfully so that I'm actually in the moment. Because I don't know about you, but I find I'm not in the moment. I do things automatically, and it's usually because I'm in a hurry. It needs to be done. I need to eat my lunch, but I'm not necessarily really enjoying it. Or I need a cup of coffee, but I'm drinking it very quickly and I'm not actually savouring it. So to do something mindfully every day. And the last thing, and I did mention this earlier, sort of ties in with that mindfulness as well, is to read more often. You can see here in the back I have quite a pile of books there that was added to over Christmas, and also I go to the library a fair bit with my daughter to read more. I need to do that, and not get into bed and go on social media, because that's generally what I do. I'm scrolling through Instagram or I'm scrolling through Pinterest, but to put that away and to read a book before I go to sleep. Or, as I say, that mindfulness during the day, to take 5 or 10 minutes and just sit and read and calm myself and relax myself and take that time for self-care. So they're my 10 things that I want to focus on. I'd love to know what you are going to focus on for 2019, and I will keep myself accountable, and I'll let you know how I'm getting on. But let me know what you're going to focus on for the year. And I suppose what really comes through from that is to do with self-care and taking time for ourselves, to make ourselves relax and to recharge those batteries, so that because we are the primary caregivers, to be able to care for everybody else and have the energy to do so. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and leave comments and questions below. If you haven't already, maybe you would hit that subscribe button, perhaps give me a thumbs up, and I will look forward very much to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.